Hey Mick, how's it going today?
Hello, Dustin. It's going very well, mate. I'm sitting in my office in London doing these interviews. The sun is shining. There's quite a bit of wind, though, I have to say. The trees are dancing for me.
Well, it's an honor to be speaking with you, and it sounds like you're living the dream, just like the title of your new album.
My friend, of course I am, every day, I'm doing something that I love. I'm playing music. I'm in a great rock band. We play in 61 countries around the world. How can I not be living the dream?
Well, and the new album sounds great, and Mick, you've been living the dream a long time. This is your 25th studio album over almost 50 years. That's incredible.
Yes, it's quite an output, and we're very proud of that. And when I look back over the many albums and the songs and the music that's created, it's a very proud feeling.
Well, after all that time, has the writing process changed for you much over the years, or is it still kind of the tried and true method when you're in the studio?
No, it's something that I do writing on a daily basis, so I'm never stop writing, whether it be a blog, a book, a story, a guitar riff, a guitar sequence, or a title, or a lyric, or something. It's just in my DNA to keep doing that. And so it is with my writing partner, which is Phil Lands, our keyboard player. He's pretty much the same. He's got the same work ethic, and so. When it comes to putting an album together, we pull our resources and start writing songs. But it's usually in the same way. We do the music first, then the melody, then we nail the lyrics, and then we present it to the band.
Well, and of course, there's been turnover in the band over the years, but Mick Box is always the guy that was been the backbone of it. So of course, it's going to sound like Uriah Heep, regardless of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I think we've stayed true to the template we established way back in the early '70s. With the hammered organ, the wah-wah guitar, the five-part harmonies, we use our harmonies not only as an enhancement on the chorus, but we also use it as an instrument, which many people over the years have copied, which we're very proud to know. So yes, the funny thing is when we write songs, when the band gets hold of it, it becomes Uriah Heep very quickly.
And again, the new album, Livin the Dream, is out. And I saw also you can get a documentary with the album as well. Yes, I think it was something the record company were keen to do, and it was I think it's got us talking about the making of the album. It's got us playing some tracks on the album and all that sort of stuff. It's very good, it's very informative, and a good thing for the fans to have, I think. Well, you guys really kind of helped create the whole, hard rock, heavy metal genre. But obviously, there wasn't much of a blueprint for what you guys were doing back in the early days. So, who were some of your influences early on that kind of got you to that point? Well, we were coming out I call it the sweet '60s, where it was all the Beatles and the Liverpool Invasion, with very sweet songs. Everyone wearing suits and tidy haircuts, and then it went to complete rebellion with big Marshall Stags, amps that went to 200 watts instead of 30, and everyone grew their hair long, and you had the implosion of just wearing jeans and anything you wanted to wear. It was a very rebellious time, but in that rebellion came out some really, really great music that stood the test of time. With bands like Heep, Sabbath, Zeppelin, Purple, and on and on, So it was a very exciting and creative time, I have to say. Well, and I know Uriah Heep is on tour now throughout the rest of the year. And, obviously you guys got a lot of songs to choose from for a set list. How does the new lineup work? Are you guys trying to fit in a little of everything? We, going around the world like we do, we concerts in 61 countries, so we tend to get a feel for what songs people come to actually see and hear from our history, if you like, and we're very proud of our history. So we're A-OK with playing those songs. So we'd always do a July Morning, a Gypsy, Easy Livin', maybe a Lady in Black in certain territories and things, and then around that we'll interject some of the new songs of the new album, Livin the Dream, and then we may revisit some even older songs and bring them into the fore again. And so really, it's a good journey through our musical career from our first album, Very, Very, Very Humble, right up to today's Livin the Dream. Well, and of course, Mick, almost 50 years, you've been on the road for a lot of that, and of course, with the style of music, like a lot of people might not make it as long as you have, but you sound like you're just ready to get out there every day. Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, I've still got the same passion for music that I've always had. So that passion gives me the energy and the drive to continue on, you know, with the lengthy tours and you know, making new albums, you know. And, you know, being in Uriah Heep's a pretty good place to be, because I always say that a happy band is a working band, and this band is always working, so that's why we're always smiling on stage.
Well, do you think Heep will make it back to the States anytime soon?
1,000,000%, my friend. We did a 10-week tour, America and Canada, earlier in the year, and it was just stupendous. It was we couldn't believe the reaction, and so many sell-out shows. It was great, and so it's something we are going to repeat next year. Our agents are working on it now, so we'll probably come out for another 10-week run, and we look forward to that immensely.
Awesome. And, you know, looking over your career, and obviously you mentioned creating a lot of new things and the influence you've had on people, I got to ask, why isn't Uriah Heep in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Does that bother you at all, or does that mean anything to you?
I've never even thought about it, because, you know, what I hear about how they choose bands and people to be in it, I'm not quite sure it's good or bad. I can't make up my mind about it. But saying that, just recently, a campaign has been started for us to be in the Hall of Fame. Whether it disappears into the ether, I have no idea. If it comes to fruition, it'll be it'll be a nice moment to savor. But you know, life goes on regardless. So, and if it comes, great. If it doesn't, then that's great too.
It does seem like they kind of overlook a lot of the heavier rock groups, but you know, as you mentioned, you guys are always working, and 25 studio albums in. I mean, obviously, you don't need just a couple of extra trophies on top of that.
Well, it'd be nice to have, but if it don't come, then you know, life will continue as it is, and it's a pretty good life already. You know, I mean, the thing they do overlook is that we were pioneers for a lot of bands throughout our career. For instance, we were the first band to play in Moscow when Glasnost sent us an official invitation to be the first Western rock band to play over in Russia. We went to Moscow and played 180,000 people in the Olympic Stadium over a 10-day period. It was just immense. And through our success, other bands could follow in the following years. And similarly in Czechoslovakia, before we became Czech Republic and Slovakia, we were the first to play there, and then bands followed us there, and then Bulgaria, and South Korea, and Hungary. All these Eastern Bloc countries, even East Berlin before the wall came down, and you know, it allowed other bands to follow in our wake, which opened up the world a lot more, certainly to good music.
Absolutely. Well, Mick, it's been an honor speaking with you again. Livin' the Dream is out now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. Hope to see you when we come out there.
All right, hope so.
Thanks for your support, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, mate.